Hi everyone! You spot this beautiful Tailor cake, right? I'm gonna be showing you how I designed this cake using my less than 1 kg fondant. Yes, it's less than 1 kg fondant because I still have my sugar powder remaining. So my client who's a tailor needed a tailor theme cake and she actually sent me the sample for me to recreate for her. Watch out how I did so it. I just finished kneading my fondant and I'm going to split it into two. One to use for the top and the other for the body of the cake. Alright, I showed you two ways of trimming off your excess there. First I use knife, second I use my pizza cutter. So whichever way deem fit for you, you use it. Now this is my chrome coated 8 inches cake which I'm covering the top with fondant right now. Just like I showed earlier, I'm using knife first, then the pizza cutter. So anyone that is faster for you, anyone that works well with your hand, you use it for your trimming. You can as well use razor. So I add my remaining excess fondant which I cut from the round one to this other one I'm going to use to cover the body of the cake. There I'm spreading the width. So there I pop out my air bubbles. I don't want something to pop on my cake. Okay, that's the height and this is the width of my cake. Then I test it on the fondant to ensure it's going to cover around. I don't want to be making fondant that can't go around my cake. So this is my way of lifting the fondant to the cake. You can lift it any way that is easier for you. I don't know if you noticed earlier that I did something like using my smoother to iron my fondant. Yes, I do that to make my fondant look very smooth before I lift it to the cake. So here on the cake, I'm still trying to smoothen it the more. Now I am trying to create my straight edge on the fondant, and I'm also clipping both of them together so my fondant wouldn't get to detach. You can as well use scissor to trim, give it a good trim, a very good trim. Then you use your two smoothers together and smoothen it out. There, you won't see a trace that I joined the two fondant together at the top. So I'm clipping the side together too, just like I did to the top, so it doesn't get to open even on transit. Still trying to give it a finishing touch. Alright, this is my marble fondant cake which I'm going to use to cover my cake board. So all this fondant is still from the less than 1 kg icing sugar I mentioned earlier. And trust me, I'm gonna still have leftover at the end of this job. Alright, watch what I'm doing here. The fondant didn't actually give me the exact marble design I needed, so I tried to cut and patch the design on the body as you can see now. I don't know if you also observed something there. By the time I checked, the under of my fondant was better than the top, so I flip it over. Then I still try to add more effects to the marble. See that? Do you see that? Okay, so I'm using just ordinary water there to try to clip my fondant to the board. I don't want it to be pulling once I'm done. There we go. So this is the design I need to create an even more beautiful effect on my fondant. Check it out. Oh, do you see that? Okay, you may try using your spatula to lift your cake instead of using the hand like I did, because you may not be very careful. So there I'm creating the numbers on my tape, which I'm going to use to wrap around my cake, just as you've seen now. Right here is a fondant gum paste, which I want to paste my tape to before taking it to clip on the cake. And that's my thread, tailoring thread, made with edible fondant, just as you can see. So I'm printing out the buttons which will appear on the cake. You'll see that much later. And with the button, I just use anything that gives me a round shape, as you can see on the table. So here are my stickers, which I'm cutting out to ensure that once I start designing, I won't have to start cutting and dropping. So I just get everything set, and here I'm pasting them to the cake. First goes the tape, then the threads. Okay, just touching ordinary water to the body of the cake to ensure my sticker glues to the cake. There goes the buttons. Alright, right here I'm trying to create my scissor, which I'm using my 11 pieces rose cutter. If you don't have 11 pieces rose cutter, you can use anything that gives you the shape you desire for the scissor. So I use a smaller and a bigger size. I cut the bigger size first, then I press in a smaller size in the center to create the hole. Okay, there you've seen the scissor, and I'm trying to create mine according to the color that is on my cake sample. Voila, my beautiful tailor cake is ready. Guys, never Never mind my video quality because I got to finish in the night, and you know how electricity here is in our country. Without generator, it's a mess. Remember to give me that call to take your order. I'm here to deliver with touch of excellence. Bye.